Children are okay. Yeah. They're in a safe environment with two parents that love each other.
Hey, beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here, and welcome to my channel. How you all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So yesterday I posted a video of a woman who she and six children about to welcome her seventh children. She and her husband and these children, they all live in a one-bedroom apartment. So that's literally like 8 people living in a one-bedroom apartment, and this strike a bigger conversation that I got a lot of people talking. So if you haven't seen that video, go check out that video. So this video is a woman coming into their defense, because that video got a lot of people talking. A lot of people were calling the mom out for bringing so much children in such condition of poverty and all that. And this creator came on, an older creator came online to come kind of defend her, and she has her own point of why she's defending this, because she went on to talk about how that we should stop poverty shaming this woman, that society has made shaming people in poverty normal, that we should not shame people that don't have money having children. The most important thing is that these children are taken care of, these children are happy, that all she saw in that video was that this woman was being a good mother. But some of the things she was saying, and she was talking about how children don't even know they are poor, and how people are just jumping into gun. People should give this woman grace and help this woman. And for me personally, I have so much to say about this conversation, because you guys know how I went off on the first part. So if you haven't seen the first part, go check out the first part. It will give you like context. Even this video is going to give you more context and more insight into the living condition of these children and this woman with 6 children, her husband, and one on the way. So that's almost about to be 7 children in a one-bedroom apartment. So go check out the first one so you can catch up with what we're having here, what the conversation is here. I'll link it down in the description box. Okay, so let's go check out this video that got a lot of people talking, because it's like another conversation. Okay, let's go check out that video, and then we'll come back and talk more.
This is one of the worst cases of poverty shaming and motherhood shaming I've seen in a very long time. And that's because only in America we get to shame the poor for what they wear, what they cook, where they live, and how they're going to procreate. Because let's not forget, not too long ago, a young mother went viral because she served her children donuts for breakfast. And by the way, where were you shaming that woman for having 19 children going on 20? Because as I recall, all of you guys were glued to the screen to follow everyday activities of this woman having 19 children. For the record, the only reason we're not shaming you is because you're not putting yourself out there on social media. We don't know what's behind the screen, so stop with the judgment. Because by the time we find out, your picture is in the 5 o'clock news. Further, let's stop weaponizing Child Protective Services. Child Protective Services, it's never the solution. The only thing Child Protective Services does is remove children and toss them around from foster home to foster home. These children would never have a chance, and they would be psychologically scarred for life if they were to be removed from their parents. This is why every day family courts try their best to not remove children from their parents, because the psychological damage to these children is unmeasurable. Get out of the comments and get out of this mindset of leaving negative comments to this young mother, and quietly go into your community to see if there are any resources we can provide this young mother. Shaming and pointing the finger does absolutely nothing for these children. If you want to help the children, help the mother. Children are okay. Yeah. They're in a safe environment with two parents that love each other. I keep on hearing a lot of women saying, this is ridiculous. You have brought children into this world, into poverty. The reality is she had 2 children. He had a son. So before they decided to have children of their own, they already had 3 children. She's about to have her 3rd child with this man. She didn't have 6 children for him. Second, children don't know they're poor until someone else points it out. And I saw the video, and all I see is that she is a loving mother. She cooks for them. She brushes their hair. Those children look healthy, well taken care of. Poverty is not a disease. It's a condition that people can improve. These children are not being abused. And if you ask them, they will tell you that they're very happy. He had a son that lived with him by himself, and she had two daughters that lived with her in a single parent household. But now that they're a combined family, those children are happy. Give this family a chance. They'll get a bigger place. Don't be quick to judge.
I don't know why everything she's saying is almost like I'm being triggered. I'm just like, okay, why? Please go down and let me know what you think about what she said. What are your thoughts about it? Because this got people's reaction. People had to like really talk to her. I mean, I feel like I have so much to say to her because she's talking like, oh, the children, putting the children in childcare and all that. The children shouldn't be even here in the first place. You can't even take care of yourself or you to bring more children into it. And talking about, oh, you're going to traumatize the children and all that. And she's exposing the children to it just by the condition of the way they live. And I have so much to say about this right now because I just feel like this woman was just kind of trigger me. But even the living condition of this woman, not shaming anybody of their life, but this as women, we need to do better, and as people, we need to do better. This video, a response to this old drama or to this old story, has gotten a lot of people talking. A lot of people have so much to say about what she said, coming for people that are trying to hold this mother responsible or accountable for our actions. Anyway, guys, let's go check out people's response on this, and then I'll come back and talk more because I have a lot to say. Okay. I'll come back and talk more, but let me know what you think about what she said down in the comment section. Do you agree with her? Do you disagree with her? What are your thoughts?
Children don't know they're poor until someone else points it out.
Watching how many adults underestimate the brains of children reminds me how and why children end up in these situations. Children know so much more than feeble-minded adults give them credit for. And unfortunately, so many children are being raised by feeble-minded adults that they never get to experience their true capacity and explore their minds and grow into fully functioning adults. So we end up with a bunch of adults who don't prioritize nourishing and growing their children's minds and repeat the cycle over and over again. Children are extremely intuitive, creative, and a lot more intelligent than a lot of adults. Children absolutely know when they're poor, and it doesn't take other people telling them.
Children are okay. Yeah.
The children in the family of 6 going on 7 in a one-bedroom apartment are not okay.
They're in a safe environment.
The safe environment where you have your 1-year-old's cot in the kitchen? That safe environment? The safe environment where all the children stay in the living room while the parents stay behind a closed bedroom door.
I keep on hearing a lot of women saying, this is ridiculous. You have brought children into this world, into poverty.
Or you're going to hear it from a man too. It is a tragedy to have children while you are actively in poverty when you can't even take care of the kids that you already have.
They already had 3 children. She's about to have her 3rd child with this man.
So they had 3 kids and decided it'd be a good idea while they were struggling to provide for the kids they already have to have 3 more kids. Make it make sense.
Second, children don't know they're poor until someone else points it out.
Well, I'm sure these kids know that they're poor because the mom just went viral for posting their filthy 1-bedroom apartment for being a family of 6 going on 7, which I'm sure is not helping their kids' social life.
She is a loving mother. She cooks for them. She brushes their hair.
That's not being a loving mother. That's just being a mom. You should be taking care of your kids' grooming and hygiene routines and their kids. Do you expect them to cook for themselves?
And if you ask them, they will tell you that they're very happy.
You think they're happy? Why don't you go ahead and put a cot down in the kitchen and sleep on that for a week and let me know if you're happy. Honestly, girl, be so for real.
Children are okay. Yeah. They're in a safe environment with 2 parents that love each other.
Ma'am, the children have lice, or at least they had lice, according to the mom. She posted this of her own free will a few weeks ago, said that they were fighting lice for months on end because the kids brought it home from school. Typically, it takes 2 to 3 weeks to get rid of lice, at the very most 4 to 5 weeks, but months? She's saying the kids are okay, but they're sleeping in the living room on makeshift beds with a sheet over the window near the front door where a burglar could easily break in, and near the kitchen where one of them could easily go in there and find something to hurt themselves, whereas the parents get the big old nice comfy bedroom that has a PS5 in it. How does the man have a PS5 but the kids don't even have bunk beds? Sell the PS5 and get them bunk beds. Baby, how do you expect me to believe that the kids are okay when the animals aren't even okay? Because here the mom mentions that she couldn't even afford to treat the cat's skin infection. And she mentioned rehoming them, but I'm not sure if she did because they still have 2 cats now. As you can see her cleaning the litter box here, which, FYI, you are not supposed to be handling kitty litter while you're expecting.
Second, children don't know they're poor until someone else points it out.
We are not about to justify having children in poverty. That is selfish. And yes, children do know when they're poor. They are not stupid, especially when they go to school and realize that they don't have book fair money, field trip money, Christmas workshop money, extracurricular activity money like everybody else. And they're definitely going to know how poor they are when they go over to one of their classmates' houses and see that the kids there get their own rooms with nice decorations on the wall and everything, but their family doesn't. The children deserve more than just the bare minimum. They deserve a clean, comfortable, spacious environment in order for them to thrive and prosper. And I can't say that that's being offered to them now.
It's not a cultural take. The woman is just white. It's not a cultural take. The woman they're talking about is just white. And I actually meant to make a video about that Latino woman talking about those kids are safe. They're fine. How do you know? How do you know that? Did you talk to said children? And the kids are safe. This is safe? Sleeping on cots by the front door? No blinds? With the kitchen on this side? That's safe? Like, I don't know anyone who has grown up in a situation like that would choose to be brought up in that situation. Like, and we're taking the poor thing out of it but I just can't see anyone who grew up in a big family, 4 siblings, and they're sleeping in the living room while their parents are hotboxing in the master bedroom. They had 2 cats. I think they had a third one. It had a skin condition. So they had to get rid of the damn cat. Them kids been having lice for months. I don't know if that's a happy situation. Maybe my definition of happy is something different. They're making excuses because the woman is being infantilized. It's not a cultural take. I could fly to Nigeria right now. I could send this situation to my relatives in Nigeria right now and say, look at what this woman is doing. And they're going to be like, why are they sleeping by the front door? Why do y'all have a decorated master bedroom and these kids are sleeping by the kitchen? Because I don't want to hear none of this cultural take nonsense, because culturally speaking, those people in those situations, they are working. They are working hard to, whether it's maybe not necessarily getting out of the situation, I don't know, but at least working hard to survive. These people don't want to work. The man don't want to work. He wants to make $32 an hour. And if he's not making $32 an hour, he doesn't want to work. And honestly, if he finds a job that's $32 an hour, it's going to be another excuse. The goalpost is going to move. So it's not a cultural take. The woman is just white. That's it.
The children are okay. Yeah. They're in a safe environment.
You damn lost your mind. I grew up poor. And I knew I was poor. I don't want to hear money don't bring happiness. Look, last time I was poor, I wasn't happy. This whole loving parent situation will only take you so far. I could give grace where it's due. But it's clear that the family don't got their priorities straight. The fact that the children aren't even sleeping on a mattress, they're sleeping on a phone. Oh, but not Mr. Jenkins. No, matter of fact, he gets a PS5 in his bedroom in his little comfy little mattress while his children sleep in a phone. Don't piss me off. But they are safe and loved. Let me educate y'all, okay? So there is levels of neglect. You got emotional neglect, you got physical neglect, and you also got environmental neglect. That place is not suitable for those children. And then the mother is tagging the city, showing her apartment, showing that her children are sleeping in the dining area and in the living room right in the front door, while those 2 are in the master bedroom. And then the children's faces are all over. Oh no. I pray that nothing happens to those children, but listen. It doesn't matter if those children came from previous relationships, marriages, whatever it could be the situation. oh, but you know, they deserve children of their own. And your children deserve a mattress. Your children deserve an actual bed. Your children deserve a room. Your children deserve their own bathroom. Your children deserve their own personal space. I can go on and on and on. Someone who grew up in poverty, don't do this. It's easier when they're little, but when they get older, it gets harder. And this whole loving parents thing, like, love will only take you so far.
Children are okay. Yeah. They're in a safe environment with two parents that love each other. I keep on hearing a lot of women saying, this is ridiculous. You have brought children into this world, into poverty. Children don't know they're poor until someone else points it out. And I saw the video, and all I see is that she is a loving mother. She cooks for them. She brushes their hair.
Ade, I've seen multiple commentaries like this. People talking about, oh, the children are okay. They are being fed. They have a place to sleep. We don't know. We don't know. And maybe the time that they would speak up, it may be too late. If you do a deep dive on that page, you would see that some of the children are struggling emotionally. And yes, the parent put it on social media. You will see how the parents are struggling as well. No one wants something bad to happen to these children, but everyone who sees this situation gets uncomfortable. There are people who are talking about how they grew up in the same situation and how it has impacted their lives. There are 4 children now, soon to be 5, and each of them is going to have their own unique experience. Each of them is going to have their own perception. This situation is going to impact each of them differently. The other thing that we have to think about when multiple children are sleeping in the same area, we also have to think about childhood sexual play. We cannot pretend that it doesn't happen, where some of these children are going to be sexual with each other. Yes, we have to think about it, especially when they are packed in a room like that. We have to think about it. These are the things that happened. And this is why there are a lot of people who are triggered by the situation. Multiple things can be true at the same time. We can talk about the systemic effects of capitalism and how it impacts us, how economic mobility is difficult in this family, how a lot of people are living from paycheck to paycheck. And we can also talk about how a lot of us, our heart breaks when we see these children. We can also talk about the fact that a lot of us see ourselves in these children. And as a result, some of us are being re-traumatized. Some of us grew up in situations like this, and we know that it is not okay.
Children are okay. Yeah.
Oh, another loud and wrong video. Here we go.
They're in a safe environment with two parents that love each other.
What? That's a very presumptuous statement for you to make. You have no idea how safe their environment is outside of what you've seen in videos.
I keep on hearing a lot of women saying, this is ridiculous. You have brought children into this world, into poverty.
I've seen more moms concerned about the living conditions for the children outside of the social status, like the fact that they're sleeping in the kitchen, that they apparently have lice and I think fleas.
Children don't know they're poor until someone else points it out.
That's not true. Children don't realize they're poor until they have something to compare it to, because what they've been living in has been normalized. It has nothing to do with other people pointing it out.
And I saw the video, and all I see is that she is a loving mother. She cooks for them. She brushes their hair. Those children look healthy, well taken care of.
Having basic needs met doesn't always reflect a child's safety or well-being. The amount of abused children I've seen who have suffered emotionally, psychologically, physically, and even they don't show it on their face. A lot of them are disassociative. You don't even know that they're experiencing it.
Poverty, it's not a disease. It's a condition that people can improve.
People can improve from poverty with the mindset that they want to improve. But I don't think that this is suggested here.
These children are not being abused. And if you ask them, they will tell you that they're very happy.
I've never known a child to disclose their true situation, especially to someone that they don't even know, because they know that they have to go back home with the parents that they have. I can actually recall one person I went to school with seemed fine, nothing out of the ordinary. Apparently her parents had been during the long breaks. Well, one of these winter breaks, they beat her so hard that she during that break. And no one ever suspected anything because she never said anything. Seemed like she really loved her parents too. Not to say that this is the same situation, but Come on.
Give this family a chance. They'll get a bigger place. Don't be quick to judge.
I also thought they would get a bigger place. Turns out their dream is to get a tiny home, so it sounds like you have a shared experience of not growing up in the best financial situation, so you really resonate with these children, but please don't project maybe what may be your own experiences onto other people. Your intentions were well, but this video missed the mark.
Let me know what you think about the original video and people's response to it. What are your thoughts? Go ahead and share your thoughts. But please, as always, keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thoughts, okay? We're here to have conversation. We're not here to bash anybody or drag anybody. But honestly, it might sound like I'm dragging somebody or I'm really angry, but that's because this almost get under my nerves. Sorry, that's my door. It's swinging again. So first off, we're just here to have conversation. Like I said, nobody should go attack or anything, be rude to anybody. But what this woman said, trying to justify what this woman with 6 children, having the 7th one soon, trying to justify our condition, for me, it's almost like, what are we doing with our lives? We're out here talking about how women are going to better themselves, put themselves first, take care of themselves so that they can take care of the ones they have. One thing I know for sure is that as a human being, if you cannot take care of yourself, there's no way you can take care of anybody. This woman clearly has not been able to take care of herself, but she did find that it is to have more children, and she feel like she's still a good mom when you are struggling on your own. And the first part of this video, I didn't really want to I didn't really want to talk so much about some of the things I saw. What? Some of the things I saw on the page, guys, pardon me. Some of the things I saw on a page, and that's because I didn't want to drag her. I didn't want to make it what it was not. The conversation at that point was having 6 children living in a 1-bedroom apartment. That was the conversation, and I didn't want to take it out. But if you go down through our page, you will know that these children are struggling. You will know that this woman, I don't know her personally, but this woman, she doesn't see anything wrong with the situation that she's bringing these children into, and even bringing more children into. She doesn't see anything wrong. And the man doesn't see anything wrong with it. And it's just so ironically how the children are living in such condition, while in the master bedroom where she and the husband stays is well furnished, well arranged, has a PS, has a very serene light, while the children are literally sleeping on top of each other. That says a lot about you as a parent. And for me, the essence is, the fact is not even them staying in one room. The fact that they know their condition, that they are poor, because this woman is saying that, oh, we're trying to poor shame them, da 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 da. They know their condition, that they are poor. My problem with it is that they know it and they choose to bring more human beings into it. The world is already hard enough. People are already struggling enough, and you brought more children to come and struggle and be traumatized about it. And this woman is talking about, oh, children don't know that they are poor. Okay, maybe babies don't know, but children that goes and play with other children in the park, that goes to school, they eventually know that they are poor, because they see other children, how other children live, how other children move, and they know that what they have at home is abnormal, and they wish for that one because that one feels and know better. Because whether you like it or not, as much as you say, oh, children don't know when they are poor, when, even as a child, when you see something that is good, you know it. You know, then your brain, the child's brain start clicking out, like, you know what, then our situation is messed up. See, let me tell you, my mom has 6 children, and we live in a 2-bedroom apartment. That sister, you're talking about it, someone in Nigeria will say, well, yes, maybe, yes, majority part of Nigeria will say, but there's also a lot of people that do this thing. There's also a lot of people. And I'm going to share my story on this one, and that's because I want people, maybe that's why I'm so triggered about this, and know that the truth is that, like I always talk, my father had money, but this man subjected us to where we squeeze. So my mom gave birth to 6 of us, and we were with our mom in a 2-bedroom apartment and all that. Yes, it was kind of spacious, but even at that, even though we all have like our own corners in the room and all that, it was still something that I don't want, like, traumatizingly, I don't like sharing room with people, and that's due to things like that. And I know how much that plays out in my head, and I eventually saw how that it was wrong. Because growing up, I also had a friend that had our own room, like they have multiple rooms in their house and all that. It's not that my father could not have, or my father choose not to get it. So sometimes these parents, they pick it, they pick that life. I'm saying what I'm saying. They choose the life they want. That's what they want. And as much as people say, "Oh, they do," it's not safe. It's not right. It's not right to bring children in a situation like that. It is so wrong, and it should not be glamorized. It should not be encouraged. The fact that she's talking about, oh, how we should come together and think of how we can support this woman. Really, how we can support this woman when this woman intentionally is a different thing when somebody situation life happens to people, but when somebody intentionally put themselves in a situation, in a bad situation, and bring children into it and put children in that bad situation, and you expect people to, like, I don't know, like, if you want to go assist a woman in form, please do that. But for me, like, why? This is a grown woman and a grown man that choose to make this type of decisions about their life, bring more children that they cannot take care of, and they are okay with it. These children are sick, there's flea in the house, there's lice in the house, nothing. They don't have proper, the environment is dirty. They can't clean up properly. And somebody saying that, oh, we should stop shaming. No. 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 I feel like she needs to get it, and she needs to, like, the truth is that women like this woman will continue doing what they want to do. They will continue, they will even go ahead and have the eighth child. And I feel like this woman now she's almost like capitalizing off social media, like really want to, like, I think now probably she and her man, they know they are going to get the backlash, like she said in her video. They know they are going to get the backlash, but because they are struggling and they feel like, oh, internet money is the easiest money, which is not the easiest money. Being a content creator is not, it's not easy. I feel like she just feel like, okay, this is where they can make money off for. And I don't, like, I'm not going to step on that one, like, do whatever, but nobody should justify this woman and her husband bringing more children after they both have 3 children together, 2 from her, 1 from him. They both, and yet they still choose to bring more children into a situation where they have not been able to take care of themselves. See, poverty and struggling sometimes. I know sometimes you can't really choose. Everybody's poor at this point. Everybody's struggling. But this type one was a choice and they made it. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thoughts. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, okay? Because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see. And that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.